In today's episode, we are talking about the best conditions for spearfishing as well as the best times to go. Coming up. Aloha guys, welcome back to another episode of Fish and Dive Hawaii. My name is Justin, and here on this channel we give you the best fishing and diving tips here in the Aloha State. We post videos every week and now even twice a week, so if you guys are new here, feel free to subscribe and like this video if you got something out of it. So sometimes I get the question of when is the best time to go spearfishing? Well, it depends on some different factors, and before you even decide what time to go, you have to make sure that the conditions are even diveable. So there are a few different components that we're going to be talking about, starting with the best conditions to go spearfishing. So the first thing you guys are going to need to look for is the weather forecast. Go look it up on your phone, on your apps, on the computer, watch the news if you guys trust the news weather forecast.
Big eye huggy, why you always gotta stand in front of Kauai?
But if it was pouring rain prior to your dive, then expect the water to be pretty dirty unless your spot is super clean most of the time and good regardless. But if it's going to be pouring rain the day that you're diving, the water is going to be pretty dirty and it's going to have a brackish film on the top of it, which means you're going to have to dive down an extra 6 inches, a foot, just to even see the clean water. So make sure it's not pouring rain and that the weather conditions are going to be pretty nice the day that you plan on going. The next thing you're going to need to look for, and this is actually more important than the first one, is the surf height. Anything over 4 feet, I usually don't feel comfortable diving. Some spots I'll go 3 to 5 feet, and you guys can find all of this information. Just type in whatever location you're going to. Like I live on the North Shore of Oahu, so I'll just be like North Shore Surf Report on Surfline or SoulSpot. There's a few other apps, and they're gonna give you guys specific wave heights and all that stuff. So the best conditions to go 0 to 2 feet, 1 to 2 feet, 2 to 3 feet, even sometimes 3 to 4 or 2 to 4. So make sure the surf isn't pounding. And another tip with that is if the waves are going to be big the next day, even though it's going to be flat the day that you're going, if you're going to be going later on in the day, which we're going to get into, then you don't want to be diving in the evening because a swell can pick up in a matter of minutes, literally half an hour. It can go from 2 feet to 10 feet, and you guys don't want to be stuck out there. Super dangerous. Could possibly drown. The third thing that you're going to need to look for is the wind conditions. Now this isn't as important as the first two, but if you guys are going to be diving in strong winds, expect there to be a little bit of current, because if you have strong winds blowing over the ocean, it's going to create a current and it's going to lift the sediment off the ocean floor and it's going to create the water to be dirty. The current's going to be a little bit stronger than usual, so make sure you guys look at the winds and you're not diving in like hurricane category 1 weather. So you put these 3 things together and you should have you guys self a pretty nice day. As far as the winds go, actually let's just talk about the best possible dive conditions. Sunny day, maybe some overcast action. Wind is like variables, which is anything under like 5 miles per hour or 7 miles per hour. And the wave height is 0 to 2 feet. Those are excellent diving conditions. And another bonus tip is the water clarity. Obviously, if the water is dirty, you guys aren't going to even be able to see what you guys are trying to catch. So make sure the water clarity is nice and you just take into account all of these 3 factors. If the waves are big, it's going to pick up the sediment off the ocean floor, create the water to be murky. If the rain is pouring on the water, obviously it's going to make it murky. And the wind also lifts up the sediment off the ocean floor, creating it to be murky. So all these three things take into account on your next dive. And if you plan it out correctly, you should be in for a pretty quality dive with good diving conditions. So now you guys understand when is the best conditions to go diving. Now I'm gonna tell you guys when is the best time to go. And for me, that is as early as possible. All these fish you see behind me and all the fish I catch, I try to catch as early as I can in the morning, because you're gonna be the first people they see in the morning. If there's going to be other divers, usually when the conditions are super nice, people are going to be spearfishing. If you're the first ones in the water, you're going to be the first divers they see and you have the best chance of shooting the fish. Also, the wind usually picks up around 10 to 10:30. So if the wind picks up while you guys are out there, water's gonna get murky, you're gonna be fighting stronger current. So make sure you guys try to get to the beach or to the spot as early as you guys can go. Alright, that's it for today's tips. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe if you learned something. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Shoots, mahalo. See you later. Bye-bye.